Hey, hi. How's it going, everybody? DatBroGamer here. It's been a while since I've seen the YouTube, and I apologize for that. Today I'm playing a little game called Crime Scene Cleaner. This game, well, just as the name suggests, you clean crime scenes. But while I'm getting acclimated to the controls, as you can see, by picking up a random box in an alley and throwing it, and then moving on, opening a random door, and picking up the first cigarette butt I saw. I'm just trying to figure out the controls. But as for myself, I had a lot going on recently, and I just didn't have a lot of time for YouTube at the time, unfortunately. But we're back now. And as you can see in that top left corner, that little annoying bar that I forgot I couldn't remove, or didn't know I couldn't remove, I've actually been streaming over on Twitch lately with a couple of buddies and myself. I have been wanting to get that ball rolling, kind of make these style videos where I go live stream, play with you guys, and come back here where I can edit it down for all you folks over here on YouTube. And if you do see this video, just know I appreciate you for tuning in, and let's get to cleaning some crime scenes, I guess. First, I have to test a couple things by chucking random objects out the window to see how the flying physics works. And it was very entertaining, and I haven't even gotten to the actual gameplay yet. So this is the first mission of the game. It's called The Apartment. And you see that door right in front of my face? It's where I'm supposed to go, but kind of got a little distracted and ended up having an intense fight with some kitchen chairs. Gotta say, that really showed him who's boss. Reminded by the blue icon, after about 4 minutes of fumbling around, I remember I actually had an objective to complete. So off I went for the key to open this door that I didn't know was there, but found it anyway. After examining this note on the door, very creepy, but hey.
Yeah, it was
I finally made
my
my way in, unknowing what I was about to stumble across. After having a quick search around the room, I had a feeling of what I was in for, and it was not a pretty sight. Boards on the window, handprints, this bookshelf that was left untracked, me now making more tracks. Tracks everywhere. And that blue icon from before had returned. It was a water source where I can fill up my buckets. So I did just that. I filled up my bucket and proceeded to leave it while I looked at other things like the bloody sink and the blood absolutely everywhere. Like, this is no ordinary crime scene, I'll tell you that.
I need to talk to you.
After finding a dealer's phone,
do it over the phone?
no,
We can't.
little
Stop
conversation.
sneaking around and drag your ass over here. Easy, bro. I am on my way. I'm
About
waiting.
a dealer and a client.
Now one of them
Very
is
interesting.
dead, and the other one is screwed.
Having a bit more of a look around, just taking everything in, I noticed I could play the guitar. And it was absolutely beautiful. After a little fooling around, I figured out I had to put my mop in the mop water to be able to clean it, unlocking me my first achievement of the game. Very nice. After dealing with some very stubborn prints, I was on a bit of a roll. Cleaning and cleaning until I smeared blood all over the floor. Which is when I also learned I had to clean them all. Surprise, surprise. After a lot of cleaning up, I gotta say, this room was looking quite nice. But, on to the next one, where I did a lot of cleaning. Also learning that I have to put the furniture back in its place before returning to my cleaning, where I cleaned. I cleaned, and I kept cleaning, and I even cleaned some more, and put up this very interesting looking picture for, you guessed it, returning to my cleaning. And just like that, the last piece of furniture for this room was done. Not sure where to set it yet, but finally have this room finished off. And in all that time, I learned that I can pick up and move my bucket, as well as add detergents, which just makes it a little bit stronger. But for now, we have a lot of trash to pick up in this room, and a whole lot of
Using
blood.
mop here is pretty much as ineffective as
Just after a little bit of light cleaning, as
mopping
well
around.
as a little bit of evidence
Yet
collecting,
no fun was had.
and finally, some furniture rearrangement, this room is looking spotless. And on to the
Stabbed
next,
death,
where, oh boy,
allegedly in self-defense.
this is where the fun really begins. But first, another quick change of the mop bucket. Back with a fresh mop bucket and some detergent. Back to mopping the floors. Picking up some trash. Learning that you have to empty your trash bucket. Finding even more evidence. After taking out my trash, I figured it was time to
That letter
dispose of
T
the
is
body,
pretty
as well as
incriminating.
claiming the murder weapon for ourselves. Jumping out this window to, well, dispose of these human remains very respectfully, very graciously, and there she goes. Right down to the streets below. Whoops. Hope nobody walks past. After all that cleaning, I moved into the back
hell
room
happened
where
up there?
I found another pool of blood and a very ominously blood drippy hatch. But I didn't let the hatch distract me, because I had
At
a
least he
job to
didn't
do.
screw me over.
With that ticked off my list, I also found my payment, which technically means just putting the body in the back of my trunk and finding the last furniture piece, I'd be good to go. But nosy as I am, I entered the back room and opened the hatch only to find another body.
Seems like our guy
Wow.
had
After very appropriately disposing of the body, we made our way up the stairs to find more blood and a room in which he used to grow medicinal
things
substances,
changed from
as
really,
well
really bad
as
to
create
absolutely horrible.
art. Very disturbing individual, but
vintage,
besides that,
just
we're
like
here
me.
on a job, and that means we gotta do some cleaning. After cleaning the attic, I decided to make my way back down to street level, where I had so graciously thrown those corpses,
Yesterday,
so
I
to
was
say.
an ordinary janitor.
I cleaned up everything
Now,
around my
I'm
truck.
dragging a dead girl to my car. But I have other people to look out for.
And with the last body
It was
safely
nice not knowing
in
you.
my truck, we were done. And just like that, we could head home. Once home, I scored another achievement and learned that there was an entire skill tree. So I'll have to have fun with that, take a look around, and spend my skill points, which I earned from how good I did on my job. And with that last one, I got a perfect score, so I had a good couple of skill points to spend. After what was spent way
Who's a
too
good
long looking at
boy?
my skill tree, I walked inside and learned I have a dog. And I can pet the dog. How cute. And another achievement. After that phone call with my friend who just informed me that one of the big mob bosses wants to hire me for my services, I find a letter, a medical bill. stating that my daughter needs medical care. Truly showing how a dad's love knows no bounds. After a little snooping, I found this weird texture glitch and a basement, which also had some weird stuff going on. After a quick snooze, I found out where to accept my next mission. This one was from Big Jim. Oh boy. So I got in my car and headed off to the next mission. This one, Trial by Blood. We are dropped off in an elevator, greeted by Big Jim himself over a radio.
Thanks. I'm getting down to work.
Through the doors is a nice looking lobby with a little too much blood. This is gonna be a job. Upon arriving in the bathroom, it has advised me that I have acquired some new tools, like this pressure washer, as well as some lamps. Which, the first one I didn't use too much, but the second one is a UV light, and it'll actually show you stains of blood. They light up blue. Very nice. After a little bit of exploring, I got my mop bucket, I got my detergent, I got my mop, and, well, you guessed it, I got to cleaning. This bathroom and front foyer area didn't take me too long, which felt really nice. Little did I know that I was in for a whole heck of a lot more. So I grabbed my trusty mop bucket, headed to the main area, and seen a lot of blood. And this weird door, which I decided takes precedence.
Easy peasy.
After a very weird hacking minigame, I was in. There's a computer, there's a cassette, which I assume is the game's collectibles. I haven't been able to really collect anything else yet. I found a little money for the side, and whatever this was. I didn't really understand it yet. It definitely took me a minute. And when I finally got it, I heard some noise and found out that it empties and fills the pool. Very nice. So I decided to keep it empty for now, since I'm going to have to be getting to the bottom of it. And, well, you can't clean a pool that's full of water. At least not very effectively. After finishing up the main area here, it definitely took quite a while, I noticed all of this. All the way to the roof. No idea how it got there. But I just got to cleaning. Didn't ask questions. Just knew I had to do my job. But for now, I opted to skip that room since I didn't know how to clean the blood off the ceiling. So I noticed the side room, which kind of caught my eye, and, well, it's not any prettier in here. After refilling my power washer, which I thought was going to be useless, I entered the last room, which was very pink, in which I found a statue that had fallen over.
I can't put it back like that.
I didn't yet notice what was inside. The tanning bed. I don't think they're having too great of a time in there. After what felt like way too much time, I figured it was finally time to finish up on the main pool. And, well, finally get out of here. And with that, I'd like to say thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more, and I hope to bring you fun content like this more in the future. Peace.